So welcome to the Being100 mini course, where today we will be talking about respect. And respect is showing regard and consideration for and attaching value and worth to every single person we encounter and ideas we come in contact with. So what I'm going to do is extract the most relevant part of this definition and then briefly tell you how you can utilize respect so you can be 100, so you can personify this particular principle and be the best or the realest person that you can be. So the relevant aspect of this definition when we are talking about being 100 is showing regard and consideration for every person and idea we come in contact with. When we talk about regard and consideration, it's just giving people some attention, the time of day, listening to them, listening to their ideas. And we do this even if they are a pope or a pauper, and vice versa. We do this even if we are the pope or a pauper, because everybody has value, and even ideas have value. It doesn't matter if this idea comes from a pope or a pauper, it has value. Now, if we take the time to listen, if we are giving these people and or their ideas some regard and consideration, we are putting ourselves in position to recognize the value that they are bringing to the table. We're putting ourselves in position to recognize the value that I am sure others are dismissing or overlooking, oftentimes because they are a pope or a pauper, because these ideas are coming from a pope or a pauper. Once we are in the habit of giving everybody regard and consideration, there is going to be some residual outcomes that will be beneficial to not only them, but beneficial to us, because we will be adding value to ourselves. We will be adding value to ourselves because we will be coming in contact with all sorts of people and ideas, networks, opportunities, simply because we take the time to show people respect. We take the time to listen to people. We take the time to respect people's ideas. We take the time to respect ideas in general. And our value as a result of us giving regard and consideration will be recognizable. It will be recognized by those like us, those who are also utilizing respect by giving regard and consideration. And believe me, people are always watching, whether you know it or not, whether they know you or not, whether you know them or not. Somebody is always watching. They're watching to see how you interact with that waitress. They're watching to see how you interact with a subordinate. They're watching to see how you interact with a boss. They're watching to see how you interact when nobody is around to hold you accountable. So you always want to be giving regard and consideration. You always want to be utilizing respect. Now, a quick recap. How are we utilizing respect to be 100? We're doing it by giving regard and consideration to not only people, but ideas as well, no matter the social status of those people, or no matter of the social status of the origin of that idea. And by doing so, you will be adding recognizable value, not only to those who you are giving regard and consideration to, but you will be adding value to yourself. And keep in mind, people are always watching. So the main thing you want to take away from this training is to give regard and consideration to every person and idea you come in contact with, no matter the status of that person or idea. Now I want you to remember, be 100, give 100, and demand 100.